Hey there, friends. I'm back for another episode of Garth Marenghi's Darkplace. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get back here. I have no excuse. My brain's just been like kind of meh lately. It's been hard for me to do anything. Even something I like doing like this. The response to these has been like really nice, very cool. I want to try to get one of these out a week until one of the Darkplace is not just a reaction in general. I hope to get one of these out about a week until the series is done, which I think it's only 6 episodes. And then I might move on to another series if people would be interested in me doing that. I know I've gotten tons of recommendations in the comments for other just like weird UK shows, and I love UK comedies, and I'm so not like, I love the ones I've seen and I'm not well versed. Like, I mean, obviously I love Monty Python, but like I was a huge fan of Spaced, a really big fan of like Father Ted. Black Books was probably my favorite all time of the ones I've seen. But that's kind of it. I've never seen IT. Oh, I saw one episode of IT Crowd. And I saw Mighty Boosh a million years ago when it was first airing on Adult Swim, and I didn't like it. But I think if I watched it now, I would like it. Then me had little patience for that kind of stuff. Now me loves that kind of stuff. So I'd be curious to rewatch that at some point. And then I know Dean Lerner has a spin-off series that I'd be really curious to see. So yeah, if there's any interest in me kind of going past Darkplace when I'm done with that onto another series, by all means, let me know in the comments, because these are pretty fun. And I'm really curious about this episode, purely based on the title, Skipper the Eye Child, which sounds like the name of a psychedelic band, and I'm kind of into it, to be fully honest. Or like a B-side Beatles track. Anyway, let's go.
Screamed for Nurse, but Little Miss Nurse didn't come. Little Miss Nurse was out in the back room having a cigarette and flirting with Doctor. The pain shot through her.
Tomb Boy. Worst superhero ever. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. There we go. Boop.
Like a big bullet. She knew babies were meant to kick, but were they meant to scratch? No, they weren't.
It's good to put
Salutations
in there so that we, the reader, know, hey, wait a minute. No, they're not. It's good that he wants to make sure we're on the same page as him, and know that babies do not scratch. Thank you, Garth. Thanks for explaining it to me.
I'm Garth Marenghi, horror writer, although I prefer the term dreamweaver. When I wrote, directed and starred in Garth Marenghi's Darkplace for television back in the 1980s, I drew deep drafts of inspiration from the dike of my dreams. Other times I copied the plots from dead authors on whose work the copyright had lapsed. Bite me. Tonight's episode, however, is based on a true life story, which meant I could bang it out in under a day. I was told when I was 16 that my balls didn't work. They dropped, but they kept on going. And it was a question of either having them removed or going around with really long balls, like a couple of marbles in a hiking sock. I chose the latter option, and fortune favoured me, because the day I hit 30 they winched right back up. Point is, I thought of myself as a freak, an other. For years I wondered what exactly my ghoulies would sire. Would it be human? Thankfully, when I impregnated my wife Pam, she dutifully gave birth to twins. A huge relief. Though for years I couldn't shake off the fear that one of them might eat the other. Luckily they didn't, which I put down to good parenting.
Sorry, I am in shock that this man is married. Well, no, he said wife. So yeah, married. With twins. That just... Sorry, it took me a minute. Granted, we don't know if they're still married, if she's still alive. Who's to say? But yeah, that was maybe the biggest plot twist of the series so far, is that this man is married. Wow, I'm single. What does that say about me? Nothing good.
Tonight's teleplay is about others, or mutants. It's also about my own desire for a son, which I'll probably never have now because my wife's too old. So here is my poem to the put upon, lovingly restored with interviews from myself, my publisher Dean Lerner, and the actor Todd Rivers. That way, Darkplace will finally get the critical acclaim it deserves.
We get interviews with him.
Save her. Garth Marenghi, author, dreamweaver, visionary, plus actor.
I love how beautifully bad. I know I've commented on this before. I've commented on this little stinger thing. I haven't really commented on that. The green screen is so beautifully terrible. Like, look how much border there is between him and the space. It genuinely looks worse than the opening credits for Twilight Zone. That's beautiful and impressive. Though, I mean, those were done by, like, probably just string. It's been a hot minute since I watched Twilight Zone. I don't recall the dates. I just said dates. I'm 36. It really is, it's a beautiful sight. It's beautiful.
Weaver, visionary, plus actor. You are about to enter the world of my imagination. You are entering my dark place.
On yet the whole idea of a guy named Todd Rivers playing someone with the last name Sanchez, of like the ongoing and clearly like looks like he might have a spray on tan, the ongoing tradition of having white people playing non-white roles. I would say just, well, in the 80s especially, you've got Fisher Stevens playing an Indian guy in Short Circuit's probably like the king of those. I'm cutting it out, but I'm broke. I can't afford YouTube Pro anymore, so I had to go back to regular, so I'm gonna like cut out where commercials show up. So just know that if the video skips, it's because of that.
Memories.
What the fuck? Why, for boy grasshopper? At first I thought it was a turtle. Like it's not gonna get explained though, is it? Like, I'm just gonna have to live with this. And I know it's a comedy, it doesn't need to be explained, but I want an explanation. I also love that great filter, the dreamy filter on there. What the what? Oh my god.
Dr. Dagless toward B. Dr. Dagless toward B.
Thanks for coming, Dr. Dagless. I thought I heard voices.
No, he's originally whistle.
Funny. I don't remember locking this door.
And yet it is locked.
Oh my god. Look at the size of...
I looked away, I shut my eyes, and then I opened them, and something bad was happening with an eyeball. Oh no. They kicked down the door, just made me laugh really hard. That was amazing. See, even if I know they're gonna do, like, they're gonna undercut things, it still manages to somehow surprise me, and I appreciate that. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to relook at that, because I need to know... I need to see the reactor.
Oh my god. Look at the size of that thing's rod.
If anyone here has seen the movie Freaked, from early 90s, I can't remember exactly what year it came out, the Alex Winters movie, it reminds me of the Rastafaris, the giant eye guards of Freakland, and if you haven't seen Freaked, you should, because it's completely insane. I think it's on YouTube, actually. It's pure magic, but yeah, it reminds me of the Rastafaris.
Not a word of this to anyone, capiche?
Look at that poor man. Not only has he just been screwed by a giant eye, he's now giving birth.
The eye child. Poor man. I hate when that happens. Giving birth with his pants on. Through his pants.
The actor who played that part was not happy. However, I had taken him aside that morning and explained to him what was going to happen. I was going to keep the crew down to about 10, 12 people. The guy who was behind him in the eye, he was a man whom he knew and until that day trusted. I think that scene's beautiful.
I just think it's very...
That is such a... You'll hear, like, anytime there's a really upsetting scene with a woman in a film, they'll always be like, well, we closed off the set, and it's very... Now they have, like, intimacy coordinators and stuff, which I don't think has always been a thing. At least if it has, I hadn't heard of it until, like, semi-recently. Which is a good thing to have around, so no one feels exploited. But yeah, that's just hilarious of using that kind of language of, like, we cut it close, we made it just, you know, we cut this down to 10 people, a guy he at one point trusted. Oh, it's funny. Oh, goodness.
Very sad that we've had to pixelate out an erection. I think it's very sad that we've had to pixelate that people are too frightened of that. I mean, I just think it's pathetic. You know, we've all got one. Let's get on with it. I could have one now, you wouldn't know. I've not got one.
My name is Dr. Rick Dagless, MD. Who would have thought that giant eye was once a young man?
Sorry. It's been a minute since I've watched this show, and I have a bad memory to begin with. I blame long COVID. My short term's kind of whacked since then, but I remember the bad driving effect. I don't recall his car looking like it was made out of cardboard. I don't recall that part. Maybe this was a car in the 80s. Granted, I was born in 88, so maybe I just missed out on this, but it truly looks like it is made of boxes. Wow, that's amazing.
The guy was undergoing experimental gamma ray treatment for months when the eyeball of a sex offender got in the reactor chamber with him. But if you sell your body for medical experiments to make a quick buck, you've got to roll with the punches. At least he was at peace now. Medical experiments to make a quick buck. You've got to roll with the punch.
I love that. I love that little tiny stupid touch of Garth, like, or Garth, of the character kind of shrugging, basically reacting to what the voiceover is saying, as if he's saying it out loud, and there's anyone else in the car, is very funny to me. That's a great little stupid touch.
Punches. At least he was at peace now, on account of being dead. What I couldn't work out was how he'd managed to make another man pregnant. I guess we'd never know. So, just to restate, that is something we'll never know. You're not going to find out later. I should have given the kid up to hospital top brass straight away, but I couldn't. I don't know why, but it felt good to have this little fella near to me. I guess it felt like I had a son again.
It's not a car.
Don't play with the windows. Reed hauled us in for the morning debrief, but this morning I was determined that my briefs were staying on. Even in times of extreme stress, I was determined to stay sardonic. But if they...
I'm sorry, I'm just always looking at dumb shit in the background. I know it's stupid, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Reed hauled us in for the morning debrief, but this morning I was determined...
Yeah, you can see... Like, camera's got to push it on him, of course, because he's our main character as he's doing the voiceover. And so they just have to stay frozen in the background. I love that, like, what was the actor's name supposed to be? Todd. You can see, he's, like, just trying to hold in a laugh as he's sitting there just, like, staring down. You can watch his face try not to laugh and then being really serious, which you know is, like, a character choice and not, like, the actual actor breaking. Very funny. Just realizing, like, this was so silly.
Determined that my briefs were staying on. Even in times of extreme stress, I was determined to stay sardonic. But if they found my baby, I don't know what they'd do. Dissect him, probably.
As I'm sure you people are aware, Wonton's gamma radiation mumps program went west and created a horny giant eye on legs.
I heard about that. Did they ever find it?
It was found dead last night. It'd been shot in the eye.
Well, good riddance, Sim. So that's done and dusted then?
Negative, Sanj. It's neither done nor dusted. Wonton has reason to believe that the giant eye might have fathered a child. Dag, any thoughts?
I don't know anything about it. Besides, I think there are more important matters at present.
Could you give me an example?
Like hospital bloody hygiene. I went into the gents and there was a big pube on the pipe, so I had to use the one in E-wing.
It's true, I went there 2 months back and there was a piece of shit stuck to the seat.
Well, someone's going to have to pick that pube off the pipe and it ain't going to be me.
Come on, surely we can discuss something more sanitary.
As if your fanny never graced a pan.
What's crawled up your crack?
She has. She's so up herself.
You shut your mouth, or so help me God up.
Not even bothering with a fake crime for her, just cut to her makeup going down. I know the trick, the cheating trick back in the day, I assume they don't do this anymore. What was it? They like shoot these like vapor crystals like into your eyeballs basically to make you cry. Or I think you put like a little something underneath your eye. It's like a menthol stick thing that makes you cry. Or you could just like be an actor and cry. I mean, I'm saying that like it's easy. Crying on command's not super easy, but that was just funny. They just immediately cut to her and it's like all the way down. You'd think most of us, they'd show like the one tear. No, not here. She is, by the way, I apologize, I forget the actress name. I know she directed Prevenge. She is phenomenal on this show, I gotta say. Last week we had the Carrie / kind of Giallo vibe thing of her being a psychic. She's so fantastic on here, always looking kind of drugged. It's pretty amazing.
I'll punch your lights out. Don't know what the hell's got into him. Come on, Liz. I hope you apply some more makeup.
Anyway, I'm out of here.
Not so fast, mister. Where were you?
I'm sorry I stopped too much. It's just that I'm leaving and then I have to pause and wait at the door for Dean to get up and say his line. The Dean Lerner character, that's why I really, really want to watch his show, because I think more than anything else on the series, his bad acting is so, like, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a bad performance like this. And I mean, this is the highest form of comedy because he's trying to be a bad actor. It's so real and beautiful. Because I've seen a lot of bad movies with bad actors, like student films or like just movies that were made for like $20 on a bet. Manos Hands of Fate. And it's such a genuinely terrible performance. And I hope that he gets all the credit for this. He deserves so much love for how beautifully bad this performance is. I don't know how to say it without sounding insulting, but you guys get what I mean. You guys know what I mean. It's just wow. Chef kiss. It's beautiful.
Last night.
Nowhere.
Nowhere?
That's right. Nowhere.
Nowhere can be a lonely place to be.
I get by.
It's just that I've been hearing some things.
What things?
A lot of things. Strange things. Crazy things. Things, Dag.
Things?
Things.
Well, you shouldn't believe everything you hear, Thornton.
You're hiding something, Dag. I could swear it. I'm going to give you 24 hours to get your sorry ship to shore. After that, I'll do whatever it takes to hunt you down.
I don't know what you're talking about.
24 hours, Dag. 24 hours. 23 hours, 59 minutes. Don't make me stand here and count.
See you later. I would stay, but the air's starting to stink round here.
Not from me, it's not. I just went.
I'm honestly surprised it's taken this long for us to get a shot of like a fly landing on something. That's great. I think it's fun because as you get to know more about, like, specifically Garth and Dean, you can tell what scenes it's so funny. Again, the layers of this show are so amazing because, like, I'm forgetting completely about the actual performers, the actual actors, but like when I see a scene like that that's like intense and like a lot of back and forth, like all I can imagine in my head is like, you know, they say cut and it's like, that went well. That went really well. Like how pleased they were with that take is all I keep thinking about. It's just so great.
Reed was onto me. I needed to stash the sprog till the heat cooled off. I had to get my baby to the staff room. Quick.
Attention all doctors. Keep a lookout for a dangerous eye that is on the loose on the ward. This is a DEFCON 4 situation. I repeat, this is a DEFCON 4 situation.
little guy. Why is the score suddenly all funky? It kind of reminds me of the score in Dario Argento's Deep Red. Like at the beginning of Deep Red, it's got that weird, it gets weirdly funky for a hot minute. It's reminding me of that. I like it. It's great. You're a terrible father.
Makeup really is a godsend. Now that my cheeks are freshly rouged, I feel like a real human woman again, like I can face the world. If the world didn't include Dr. Rick Dagless, MD. What was up with him? I'm going to try and pump him for information.
That's Liz coming. Remember, Dagless, she's psychic. Don't think of anything or she'll read your mind. Here, have a thumb of this book. It looks like a tawdry horror paperback, but it might just take your mind off things.
Of course. It's amazing. Of course. My prediction is he's gonna be like, hey, actually this book is pretty good, or like she knows of his books or something. They have to comment on how great the book is or what a great writer this Garth Marenghi fellow is. Oh my god.
Romford is the cruelest of cities. Nice start. Beneath its skyline's tattered shards lay a million broken dreams. This is good. I've misjudged the genre like so many.
I'm going to find out what's really going on. I took that batch of slides down to floor 6.
That morning it had rained, but it cleared up again in the afternoon.
It'll be great when that new microscope arrives.
This great city was home to Trent Stockton, and when he saw injustice, anger rose up in him like a bad sandwich.
Word is it's coming Thursday, but you know what deliveries are like.
Unreliable.
Especially these days.
Hold on, Dag. Remember, Liz can read your mind.
He's on to me. Best change tag. What are you reading?
Oh, nothing. Just some horror novel by this guy, Garth Marenghi.
Garth Marenghi? He's my favourite. I've read everything he's done.
I knew it. I do think it's funny. It looked like he's like, oh, I'm at the beginning of the book. And he clearly was like 30 or 40 pages in. Oh my god, he's my favourite.
And take it or leave it. Shit, that was a really bad throw. I hope she doesn't see the photo I'm using as a bookmark.
Who's this?
That's my son.
I didn't know you had a...
He's dead. He was born half boy, half grasshopper. He never had a chance. End of. I think you better go, Liz.
I think I better had.
We'll go then.
I'm going. Bye.
Goodbye. Now she's gone, I can think about the eye child.
Eye child?
This episode is really about my own desire to have a son. I have 4 daughters, and whilst I don't blame them as such, I don't really feel they're on my side.
I do feel for Garth's daughters, seeing what a misogynist he is, and he lives in a house with 5 women is fascinating.
And so you think this eye child is linked with the big eye that raped the man in B-Wing?
Maybe not linked, but they're definitely connected. It's just what Reed feared. But why would Dagless be hiding it?
Wait a minute. Today is the anniversary of Dagless' son's death. Maybe he's using this eye child to fill a void left by his dead son. It's a punt up a dark alley, but it's all I've got.
Well, I suggest we tell Reed that it's Dagless who's harbouring this mysterious eye child as soon as possible.
Aye, aye. Hey, this cat's got claws.
Everything's a joke to you, isn't it?
Not everything, Liz.
Awful Foley work. I need it again. Give it to me again.
Aye. Hey,
oh,
this...
it's so bad. She doesn't even connect. I love bad Foley art. It's so funny. Bad sound effects. Aces. Love it. Again, it's just like so much of any time really that like these two especially are on screen because so much of their stuff is 80 art. It feels like I'm watching a bad 70s Italian film, which I've watched a lot of those, and it really, really feels like that. I love it so much.
Cat's got claws.
Everything's a joke to you, isn't it?
Not everything, Liz.
I'm going for a shower.
I'll be with you in 2 secs. You can scrub my legs.
Men.
You better believe it. I'll phone Reed. Get me Reed. Oh, it's you. It's Sanch here. It's about Dag.
Hey there, little guy.
Was it frozen? What just happened? Oh,
Hey there, little guy.
This Mark of a Good Show, I genuinely don't know if that's an issue with this uploaded video or if that happened in the episode or not. I have no idea. But I do love this awful outside set with the bad like bad map art stuff, the bad scenery.
We're family now.
That's creepy.
You can call me Pops or Dada, and I can call you Skipper. I once had a little boy called Skipper. He was different too. And when you're different, people fear you. Look at Michael Jackson. Or the Crankies, although I think they're quite shrewd. But it is our duty to fight prejudice and injustice, whether it be in Nam, where I fought for my country, or right here on the streets of Romford.
There.
Come on, let's get you back to bed, boys.
I do think it's funny that he's being kind of creepy and the eye, because it's wide open, looks petrified. Like, I would be too. Run away, Skipper. He's getting way too attached.
Day draws into nightfall, yonder stars shine bright. You can be my baby, I hope that is alright. I haven't, but you're dead. You have a little brother now, and one day we'll all meet in Valhalla. I love you, Skipper. Both of you.
So what have we just learned? Voice of an angel. He fought in Vietnam. And I guess he follows the Nordic pantheon. Look at that beautiful toy helicopter. Oh my god, I was not ready for that song. On my Spotify when? I gotta go find that. That was amazing.
Put the eye down and your hands up. I repeat, put the eye down and your hands up.
This was the upload.
Give it up, Dag. That thing's a potential killer. Look at these lab results.
If you're going to grab me by the balls, at least have the decency not to wave a piece of paper in my face at the same time.
Look, Dag, don't get your panties in a scrunch. There's nothing we can do. My orders come from the top. This is from Wonton himself.
I remember the old Reed. The Reed that wouldn't kowtow to Wonton.
You know how I feel about Wonton. If I saw him in the street, I wouldn't even stop to slap his ass. But believe me, he's one fiery dragon whose tail you do not want to tug. Trust me, it won't be harmed.
It has a name. It's called Skipper.
Look, Rick, we all know you've had a coach-class trip to hell and back with your dead son, but you've got to get over it. That thing's dangerous. Can't you see that?
You know what, Sanch? You can dissect a heart, but you'll never find out what makes it Skipper beat.
Look, Dag, this is hospital business now. Hand him over. K?
K.
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 But as soon as I'd finished saying K to Reed, I had a fearful premonition. Skipper! I knew what I had to do.
For that.
Look out, he's got a stick.
that I kind of wish you could see in regular speed, because it looks so silly in slow-mo. It's gonna look so stupid awkward in regular mode. I really want to see.
Sit there, little one. Wash my glasses. Keep away from me. Keep away. Keep away.
He's insane! He doesn't know what he's doing! Pin him down, man! For Christ's sake!
Of course, most of that fight was shot from behind, so you could have a stunt double, obviously.
Calm him down. You're acting like an ape. A wild ape. Just let me hold him in my arms one more time. All right, get up. Hello?
His mouth wasn't that prominent before. Ugh. Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. Yes. Did he have... He did. So I love the fact that, like, chomped on his fingers and suddenly his coat's covered in blood. No blood. Oh, the blood. And you know it was Garth going like, it's not brutal enough. How are they gonna know that I'm hurt if there's no blood? A little take to camera.
Dag, it's time to go. If there's anything I can do, anything.
There is one thing.
Just say the word.
You know the gents.
It's been taken care of. I got John to give it a quick wipe. I'll leave you alone to make your peace. Actually, sorry, Dag, they've just asked if you could be moved out. They need to bleach the sink. I haven't acted since. Some would say I didn't act during, but those would be unkind people. I did my best.
He couldn't actually interact with, like with another actor. I've never seen that before, and I've never seen that since. But, I've just seen the tape here. It looks okay, though. Do you think that eye child took over Dag's mind?
Okay, so it seems like he kind of knows that the show he's on is ridiculous, to a degree anyway. Oh my god, that line from Dean was funny. Oh boy.
It looks okay, though. Do you think that eye child took over Dag's mind?
I don't know, but it took over his heart. For a while, at least.
I think Liz and I are going to go and check up on the guy. See how he
I
is.
love that Liz is always wearing just like pink. It's like pinks. We got Surgeon Blue, so it's just like so just basic.
You want to come too?
No.
A+. Where's your basket? Good boy.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. It's my fault. I should never have let myself get this close again. How's your head?
It'll live. I've lost some vision in the left eye though, and I get headaches.
That's concussion. You just gotta sweat it out. Help yourself to Panadol from my locker.
Thanks.
Replace them when you get a chance, there's no rush.
Thanks, Rick.
So caring. I'm just slowly back out of scene.
She's a good girl, Dag. You're too hard on her.
I know. I just don't find her physically attractive.
He's saying words.
Memories. They have a habit of sticking to you like
Like a pube on a pipe?
Yeah, something like that. Come on, let's get out of here. I'll buy you a drink down the drip.
Can I take a rain check on that? My guts are playing up.
Sure. Here's £1 if you change your mind.
Thanks. Are you sure you're going to be all right?
Can I take a rain check on that?
You bet.
Satch,
Yeah,
if you pass the postbox, can you pop this in? It's my Paul's coupon.
sure thing.
I'd been pound foolish. I could see that now. And that takes humility. Nothing could take the place of my son, not even a pet. Though I would like a Jack Russell, they're very clever dogs. I thought back to the good times we had together. We'd play games all the time. I'd beat him easily, of course, but that wasn't the point. He learned something important from each fresh
Again, the great touch of, like, all of these memories are clearly just from, like, one day, because that's the one time they're just like, we'll just bulk shoot this real quick. We've got the cricket boy, the grasshopper boy, just not even attempt to, like, change outfits, maybe something, no, just all his happy memories one afternoon.
feet. The one thing he could do was out-jump me. That, one day, would prove to be his undoing. But I'd need a scotch before I told you about that one. All I'm saying is, it involved a hop and the blades of a helicopter.
That wasn't scripted, that was just Garth getting pissed. There it is, there's the one tiered, yes. Memory of Skipper. Oh no! Wasps! Baby!
The pube on the pipe metaphor came from a real-life incident, which I observed in the Jets at Dean's.
All I know is the pube weren't mine, because mine are grey, or indeed white, so I can't take credit for that one.
In the end,
Okay.
I picked up that pube, and I'm glad I did, because it made that Gents a better place to be in. And that is my question to the government. Are you prepared to get your hands dirty, or are you going to let things clog up the system?
Once I record it and I upload it, I've got to wait a couple days for, like, there's a copyright claim, and then it goes away eventually because I talk a bunch, so it counts as fair use because I'm talking constantly over this thing. This video is not a replacement for the original. Who would ever do that to themselves? So yeah, it takes a couple days from when I actually record it to going up to you lovely people. So the next one will be up in like a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on when things get posted. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me. This was super fun. Oh my god, this show destroys me. I'm glad I did this when my sister was out, so she'd have to hear me cackling up here. But yeah, thanks so much, gang. And please let me know if you do want me to, like, if you want to watch along with me, if I do either Dean's show or a different series, whatever it may be. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Bye, everybody.